Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. In today's video guys, here we'll be working on a Mazda CX-7 guys, and we'll show you how to remove and replace the AC compressor. It will actually work on Mazda Speed 3 guys, because they share the same engine. So if you have any of the two Mazdas and you're trying to replace the AC compressor, stay with us guys and we'll show you how to do that. In the meantime guys, we'll have more than 200 videos on this car, engine and every vehicle we get at the shop, because our mission guys is to save you as much money as we can. All we need guys in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video and drop a comment below. Let us know if it was helpful or if you have any recommendations. So all the tools and parts guys that we use, including the replacement compressor, you can find listed in the description of the video below for your convenience. Let's start on it now. So this is guys the same engine that we're putting in this Mazda. Okay, this is spare low mileage engine that will be replacing it. This is guys your AC compressor. Okay, that's what it looks like. Now you will need to remove the serpentine belt first. Stay with us, we'll show you how to do that. And once you guys remove the serpentine belt, okay, we're going to explain on the car actually where things are located and all that stuff. Before you continue guys, you have to make sure that your AC system is completely empty, you don't have any Freon. You can take it to a shop and they'll vacuum that Freon out and you won't have any pressure otherwise guys. Okay, it can hurt you, that Freon, it can spray in your eyes, it kills the atmosphere, so never let it out in the atmosphere. There is a huge fine in the US for that as well. Now this is the compressor, and let us show you guys, okay, on the car. Okay, you won't need to remove anything. You will work from underneath the vehicle most of the times, but we have the intake removed here. We'll be putting new head gasket on this engine too. We'll show you guys how to do timing chain replacement and all that stuff. So with all that out of the way, I can show you now guys, okay, where things are. So let's remove the serpentine belt first to show you how to do that, and then we'll continue with the compressor. And we want to guys show you where the tensioner is and all that stuff, so you know what to expect. Because being in the vehicle is practically impossible to show you really well. Wow. Why? Because we have the intake now removed, but still the belt is right here, everything's really hidden. But what you will need to do if it's on the vehicle. Okay, right here guys, you have that cover. This cover goes right here. So it has 4 clips, 2 on top, 2 on the bottom. You remove it, you get to the crankshaft pulley, and if you come this way, okay, this right here guys, this is your serpentine belt tensioner pulley. Now we have the engine out of the car, out of one Mazda right here guys, and let me show you now what I'm talking about. This is guys the serpentine belt tensioner pulley, and we'll explain to you what needs to be done. Now if this pulley goes bad guys, you can lose your belt, or it can get squeaky, it can get wobbly if the bearing goes out. I would recommend when you replace that pulley, replace the this pulley as well, and put a new belt as well. So now guys, we need to release the belt. How we do that? Okay, with 14mm socket guys, okay, we're going to go on the tensioner pulley, go clockwise, okay, we'll need to lift up actually. Okay, like that. And when we do guys, you can pull it out of this pulley, okay, and your belt will come out. Perfect, just like that. So this is guys the compressor down there. Okay, you can see, so this is the clutch wire. This is the one that activates the clutch guys. So okay, how we disconnect this one? On the back side we press down and we pull them apart. Okay, it's a little bit of limited room guys. Okay, you can see that notch there. Press down on it. Okay, and pull the 2 wires apart. Now that one will be stuck, so we need to just move it a little bit. Okay, and it comes out. Perfect, just like that. This is the wire for the clutch. Now what else we need to do guys? With the Freon out of the system, 10mm socket guys. Okay, and we're going to remove the okay, you have a few bolts. Okay, let me see if I can come this way. This is for the AC lines guys. We have 2 AC lines, and it's actually okay, I'm trying to show you right. One of the bolts is right here between the 2 hoses. Okay, that's where it's located, you can see. And the other one will be located right above it as well. So let's see if we can remove those. I will come and show you on this one here. Okay, you can see where we have those napkins. so we don't contaminate our AC. Okay, this compressor now, you will notice, okay, that the position is a little bit different, right? Okay, check this thing out. Okay, this one is right here, and the other bolt, okay, the one that we need to remove, is actually more to the left, and on this side is to the right. So you have two different styles, guys, depending on which one you have, but the procedure is practically the same. You just need to remove two bolts to remove the AC lines. So you might have two different kinds of AC compressor. It's a good thing we have that engine so we can show you all that, guys. And now we're going to remove the bolts. Even if they vacuum the system down, be very careful, wear eye protection, because there still could be some internal pressure in the compressor sometimes that can build up over time from high temperature and all that stuff, so you have to be extremely careful, guys. Okay, this is what the bolt looks like. Okay, we got it out. Now working on the second one here. This one is actually, okay, one engine is 2009, one is 2010. That's why probably it's a little bit different, but not much. Okay, it definitely is out now. You're just a little bit. And you can see one hose didn't have it, the other one had, because the pistons are holding really good pressure in the compressor. So, okay, this one is out as well. Second bolt out, guys. Now those are the bolts for the lines. Now, how we guys remove the compressor? Now we need to leave the lines out of the way so they're not there, okay? Okay, when you install new compressor, always inspect your O-rings, replace them if you need to. I would definitely recommend to replace them. You can get the whole kit. Check out all the parts and tools that we use, guys, listed in the description of the video below. Okay, for your convenience, guys. This one we'll just leave it to the side there. Okay, now that compressor, guys, it has two bolts on top holding it. Okay, you can see one right here. This bolt looks like it's with a 12mm. There is one bolt, okay, over here, two bolts on top holding the AC compressor, and it looks like we have two on the bottom, exactly the same like this one. Okay, we're almost there. Mazda, guys, they like to use the Japanese vehicles. They like to use 10, 12, 14. Okay, this one is not all the way in. Okay, now we're in. They like to use 10, 12, 14 and 17mm sockets, so expect to find any of those. Okay, this one got loose now. It will go by hand probably, the way I see it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this one will go by hand super easy. Okay, you can see that's the bolt right here. Now we have one more next to it there. So even though we took many things apart, we can, guys, show you better. So I hope you appreciate that, because quite a bit of work goes into our videos. Okay, we need to get a shorter extension here because we cannot reach that bolt. And we will have 4 bolts that we need to remove. 2 on top, 2 on bottom. Okay, this one is about to go in, perfect. Okay, now it will go by hand. I can probably grab it by hand and unscrew it. Okay, it gets stuck for a little bit because it has a little bit of rust, and then it goes super easy. Okay, this is definitely a longer bolt. Okay, we'll need to pull the radiator hose out a little bit so we can pull the bolt out. Okay, that's what the bolt looks like, guys. Okay, check it out, quite long. Now on the bottom we have two more that we need to do, and you can see right here. Okay, the ones that we removed now, okay, it's this bolt over there. We remove the bolt over here, and now we have one bolt on the bottom left, one bolt on the bottom right. So that's what we'll be removing now, guys. Okay, these two bolts from the bottom of the vehicle. So we'll get those loose and we'll continue. Okay, we got one of the bolts loose, this one right there. So we'll just go ahead and pull it out. Okay, perfect, guys, this is the bolt. Now let us show you where the bracket for the one radiator hose is. Okay, this bracket there is one 10mm bolt. This one will need to get loose, guys. Okay, we'll need to get loose so we can move the hose a little bit, get to the other bolt, and that way the AC compressor will come out through the bottom of the vehicle. So I got my extensions here, but otherwise you're going to do it from the bottom. Okay, you can see we're removing it now. So we'll just go ahead and remove that bolt now all the way. Okay, and after that we should be able to get the hose removed from the bracket. Okay, it came out, guys. Okay, right there, this is it. Actually, what I did, I used a 3/8 socket. Why? Because it's a little bit tighter than 10mm, and that's a rusted bolt, so that's why I used that configuration here. Now we can move the hose a little bit. Okay, you can see that way, and we can get to the bottom bolt, and we'll be able to pull the compressor through the bottom of the vehicle. So these guys now right here, this is a power steering hose. We have our power steering disconnected, but here you have one 10mm. 10mm, you can see bolt there that holds to the AC compressor. Okay, this bolt, okay, on this one is actually okay, it's on this one here. So okay, we're underneath now, guys. Okay, let me get here. Okay, you can see where that bracket is, guys. Okay, there is one bolt there. Perfect. And then, okay, you can see that hose comes this way, and now we need to just remove that bolt there, and we should be able to drop the compressor down. There. Okay, we're removing the last bolt now. You have to hold the compressor with your hand. Okay, because it may start dropping, guys. Okay, when you start removing that bolt. So this one did get loose. Okay, wrong bolt. This is the one for the bracket. Okay, you have to be careful not to drop on you, guys. Okay, this is the last bolt. Now, let me see if I can remove the compressor. It's still stuck a little bit. Okay guys, we just used a little bit of a pry bar here to get it loose because it goes in two guides. Okay, and it tends to get stuck. Okay, finally coming out. So let's see if it's going to come through the bottom now. Okay, perfect guys. You can see this is your AC compressor coming out. So let's get it out and I'll show you, okay, what it looks like now. So this is, guys, the AC compressor. Okay, we got it out. You can see this is the bolt that holds the power steering hose. Those are the two bolts on the bottom, two on top, and the two lines, okay, out of here. So that's how you guys remove it. You can see, hopefully guys, the video will be helpful to some of you trying to do that. Check out the description of the video below for the replacement parts and where we get our parts from. So hopefully guys, the video will be helpful. Please hit that subscribe button for more videos and see you guys next time.